Welcome to the hotline for today, Thursday, the 17th, April 2025. It's so good to have you with us, listeners. Thank you so much. We know that you have choices. We're happy when you come here, happier when you find reasons to stay. This is the hotline.
Emily's views, her position on the issues, her point of view backed up by the facts. Here are Emily's views.
Thank you for coming on Holy Thursday, Maundy Thursday in other jurisdictions, and right before Good Friday comes Holy Thursday. We appreciate and continue to appreciate the meaning of this season and encourage you to do the same. Well, I'm watching with interest and some amount of intrigue how political parties choose candidates in an election year, and particularly the candidate selection exercise in Western Westmoreland. The JLP had a selection exercise there, or election, over the weekend. And a sitting member of parliament was up against a newcomer, that newcomer being a sitting councillor who came to national attention because he switched from the People's National Party to the Jamaica Labour Party, and clearly has had some great influence to continue to hold his division. And when the results came in on the weekend, they were not disclosed at the same time. I think they came to our attention a bit later. I think about 600 delegates had the chance to vote in that selection or election exercise in Westmoreland Western. Dr. Garfield James, Councillor Sheffield Division, went up against Morland Wilson. And I really thought, I've never met Morland Wilson, and I don't know Dr. Garfield James. I thought when a political party has a sitting candidate and some sort of election or selection exercise is to be held, perhaps election is the better one, that you would have the guide for the outcome and the eventual winner shouldn't be a simple majority. I thought something of maybe 2/3 at least, or some sort of ratio should be established, because the position of a sitting candidate, particularly in the context of this sitting candidate, Morland Wilson, who was able to bring that seat home for the JLP after so many years of it being under the control of the PNP. I thought it would count for something. And then I believe I heard where it is only 4 votes by which Garfield James won in Western Westmoreland. And as a result of that, he is to be announced by the JLP as the candidate who gets the chance to go over the sitting MP. I don't understand that. And interestingly, this morning in the Observer, there's a letter from somebody who says his name is Jacques Greggy. We might have said Jakes, but I think this is Jacques. When we had however they pronounce the name, I remember Jacques Callis, who played cricket. Similar spelling of that name. That's why I choose that, but whatever. And this person says, I write to express grave concern about the internal fracture currently threatening the stability of the electoral future of the JLP in Westmoreland Western constituency, a seat of great political and symbolic value to the Andrew Holness administration and Jamaica's progress. It has been officially noted that the JLP Secretariat will be recommending Dr. Garfield James to represent the party in the upcoming general election as MP. However, this announcement has triggered widespread disappointment and unrest among the constituents and grassroots supporters, many of whom view this as unjust and premature. Let's not forget significant role of the sitting MP Morland Wilson, whose efforts and leadership brought the PNP's over 30-year hold. His tireless work, commitment, engagement, strategic focus delivered monumental victory for the JLP. The victory was not only historic but hard-earned. And they go to talk about whatever, but one of the lines that was used here, and I find it priceless. Don't dash where tick until you cross the river. Don't dash where tick until you cross the river. And it is not the first time I'm seeing something like this. As I mentioned before, the PNP had a thing where a sitting member of parliament was also challenged, and an indication was given that he will no longer be the candidate in the next election. I have interest in all of this because political parties, you're not private organizations. And as I watch, I thought being in the seat, having wrestled the seat from another side after so many years, it should count for something. And at least you should say to somebody who wants to take over the seat and become the candidate, to get this, your margin of victory must be at least 5, 10, 15% over the sitting MP. But I understand that there may be internal polls and all sort of things are at play, but it is I'm not sure it is at all appropriate for a simple majority in a situation like this to be used. But I don't control how the political parties operate.